What's up, bitches? It's your boy Panic Knife here with thealphagamer.com, and today I'm going to show you how to farm the warrior, which is pretty cool. It's really especially helpful if you have somebody in your friends list that's already level 50, wouldn't mind letting you, kind of leech off of them. Basically what you do is you get to go through Heroes Pass. I prefer to run through it. Get to the Vault of the Warrior, and if he's already beat the game and you're running off of his game, or if you're doing it yourself, look, the warrior spawns. Hooray! Hooray! Except he's, the biggest badass on the planet or something like that. But, well, it's okay. We're looking for this. Especially because I like to kill myself. No, I'm just kidding. This is how you do it. Basically, you're going to kill yourself so that you respawn at the pawn up here. The pont. Yes, the pont. The point up here. So that you get, like, your ammo refills and all that. So if you're not very strong with your weapons, you can go back there, reload, all that kind of jazz. But basically, look at this big fat warrior up there, and look at the fact that he can't hit me from up here. That's why you kill yourself. So I'll deploy my sentries, because this is my commando build, and I will unload on his belly, which is where he's weakest, and just sit back here and farm him. Now here's the awesome part about this. You can do it as many times as you want. All you have to do is just make sure you don't go through and go to the next checkpoint and fall into the beginning of the map. Actually, yeah, if you finish up the warrior and you decide to go through, you can actually go all the way down to the bottom of the stairs, by the way, and still not get hit. But the trick is, if you go to the next checkpoint and you get to the point where you go into the area where you first came into the game, you've gone too far and you can't do this again. You'll have to run through Heroes Pass again. But you have as many opportunities to go through and kill this asshole as you want, really. And that will help you get max Eridium. It'll help you get tons of gold, because this is a medieval game. It'll help you get tons of dollars and all that kind of stuff. Cash, I guess you could call it. I guess normal people would call it cash. And in addition, you get, if you don't need the weapons at this level, I guess it's their level 34 weapons, but they're pretty awesome generally. You get some good purple, orange weapons, all that kind of stuff from this boss. You at least get stuff that you can use for alts. And that's what's really effective about this whole thing. If you get somebody on your list that's, friendly enough to, they're level 50, they've already got weapons from True Vault Hunter mode, you can basically, 2 or 3 shot the warrior. I went in there with a buddy of mine, and he had, all his level 50 stuff, and he had good level 50 stuff. He went in here, and I could barely log in by the time he had already killed the warrior. Now that got me something like 30,000 XP when I was first building up my Necromancer. It's pretty amazing. I mean, you end up getting weapons that you'll need later on. Obviously, level 34 is a little bit, far off in the future, but it sure helps, my playstyle, because I like to use sniper rifles and stuff like that. He doesn't really use sniper rifles, so every time it would drop, a decent sniper rifle, I'd be like, hey, can I have that? And he just, gave it to me, and it helps me out, especially as I'm starting out with the True Vault Hunter mode. A lot of the weapons from normal mode are a lot weaker than the ones you get in True Vault Hunter mode. That is, that goes without saying. But that being said, if you don't have good weapons to start, it's gonna be really tough to, start to basically get started with True Vault Hunter mode. It's a really high learning curve, and if you don't, have decent gear to begin with, you're gonna have a tough time, as the guy from South Park said. There's a nice meme on Reddit about that. If you don't understand it, just go to it. But yeah, as you can see, it takes a little bit to kill the warrior, as I'm sure you remember from the first time going through it. But as long as you crit hit his belly there, he does end up going down pretty fast. I've gone through about half of True Vault Hunter here. I'm trying to go through a playthrough without actually going through and doing any of the side quests, so I'm still a little bit under geared, and mostly I just wanted to demo this method. And it's really effective. When one of my buddies got on and first got the PC version, I let him sit in on it, and it took us a little while, but I got him, like 10 levels, just letting him sit in and fire his terrible weapons that did like 1 damage to the warrior. And on the console version, this does work on the console as well, by the way. Kind of let me go through and level up a few levels, get a bunch of Eridium, which is super helpful. I mean, if you're able to have max Eridium, you can go through and buy all your upgrades to the capacities, especially the ammo. If you find, you go through and you can use every single one, get all the what do you call it, the bank slots you need, all the ammo slots, all the vault slots, all the backpack slots. I mean, that's a big help, especially when you're kind of hoarding guns and stuff like that, like I do. I have a bunch of different guns for different playthrough styles. I know my Zero uses mostly sniper rifles. My Necromancer uses mostly pistols and shotguns because, you know, everything that I really want to kill from a distance is going to get killed by my death trap. So it's really helpful to have that kind of stuff, especially, you know, you might not use it in every playthrough, but having all that extra gear is nice. And quite frankly, it's not really that difficult to get because Warrior is not difficult. And it's, you know, especially after you get past level, like, I don't know, 30, he's really easy to farm. I mean, this is taking me, what, like 5 minutes? And it's going to get, you'll see how much, you know, Eridium and gold and stuff you get. It's pretty insane. And let's see, he always ends up over there. I hate it because he half the time he lands on, inevitably it's something purple he lands on, and I can't pick it up. I can never tell what it is, and I'm sure it's always the best gun that he drops, but yeah, you know, it happens. So die, and there we go. So you go back down over here. He starts throwing up all kinds of purple stuff. Hooray! He's dead. And let's see what I get. Oh, we'll take that Eridium. And a bunch of cash. All that other stuff. He drops, like, if you have a pretty empty inventory, he drops an S-load of, you know, green and blue weapons as well, which can be sold for quite a bit of money. And I highly recommend doing that. I don't actually have a pretty full inventory right now just because I do this all the time. But nonetheless, it's a decent mod. Let's go pick up my Eridium. But yeah, this is pretty much how you do it. And then what you'll end up doing is, as soon as you get through and finish up, that's a decent shotgun. As soon as you finish up picking up all your gear, or all your Eridium, or your cash, or whatever, you're gonna go to these, you know, save and quit screen and just finish it up. You know, save, quit, and start it over again, because you'll end up right where I came in before, at that save point, and you'll get to basically do this whole thing over and over again. And it's actually not nearly as tedious as it sounds. It's kind of fun. I enjoy killing the warrior as much as possible. Ooh, look at that! Look at that! Uh-oh, I have to figure out how to get it though. This should be fun. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and with theawfulgamer.com, this is your boy Panic Knife, looking out for you, baby. Have a good night.